Welcome back to Fallout 3. Last time we finally made it to Rivet City and we learned a lot of things about this place. Specifically, it's kind of like a gathering area for, I guess they said it was like the safest area in the Wasteland. It might be. But we came here to find the true history, which we don't know the true history. If I remember right, we talked to, what was his name? Bannon, I think his name was, one of the council members, and he told us that he had helped found Rivet City, but he had only, I think he said he had only been here for like 12 years or something, which I'm trying to remember how he explained it, but obviously this place had been here a lot longer than that. So a lot of the questions that we kept getting asked was to find out, let's see, Pinkerton, I think his name was. All right, here we go. Yep. Find out what Pinkerton at Rivet City knows about the android, but Pinkerton seems to be involved with the beginning of Rivet City. And so that's the optional part that we can go here is we can find out the city's true history. It was, let's see. Everybody here in Rivet City believes that he's some kind of ghost or something, but I think we have to go. Let's see. I don't know if we're going to get a quest marker for it, but I'm going to see if we can, let me see if we can find it though. It sounds like he's on the other side of the ship. Yeah, this thing's hard to navigate too. Let's see, what time is it? We might have to wait here for a bit. Yeah, it's like 2. Let's wait for like 8 hours. Some things are closed right now. Okay. Who the hell was that? Okay, the market. Alright, let's see. It's telling me to go back that way, but I bet you... I wonder if we can use this one. That one doesn't give me a quest marker. This may be a little difficult to find, so we'll see if we can figure it out. Can you get up here? No. Oh, you kind of can. Okay, where does this take me to? Common room and the church. I think the church was probably one of the only areas that I did not explore last time. The hell? Whistle? Okay. Let's see, there's the flight deck. I don't think we went out this way.
Chew your food. And don't give me that look or I'll slap it right off your face.
God damn, who is that?
Yes, Mom.
Huh.
Hey.
Aha. There's nothing really out here. But I think we need to get over to that area over there. So I kind of wonder if we have to go like above to be able to get up there. Alright, let's see.
I'm done, Mom. Mole rat. Well done. With wine. Leave the bottle. James has been bad.
Who's this kid? James Hargrove?
What do you
want? Let me see. Where's your family?
My mom is probably drunk and my dad's dead. Is that good enough for you, asshole?
God damn. Watch your mouth, kid.
If you want a gun, you've come to the right place.
Hmm.
Good to see you.
Okay, let's see what's this way. It says this is the hotel. We had gone this way already. Let's see.
I'll be right with you.
Who are you? Oh, Angela. Okay, we had already talked to her before. All right. Seagrave's home. Let's see. It says the church is right here. We hadn't gone in here before. Oh man, there's this dude.
Hey. That's secure for a reason.
Donation box. Okay. Let's see. Who's this guy? Diego. Oh, it's Diego. Okay. What's back here? Pick rectory door. Hmm. Okay. Jeez, what is this place? This place doesn't look very healthy. Like, I feel like I'm catching some kind of disease just being in here. Hmm. Interesting. So it's just kind of like an empty room. Capital Preservation Society, the Church, Science Lab, Marketplace. What's this way? Doesn't really give me an idea what's this way. Science Lab. Oh, we hadn't gone in the Science Lab yet. Oh. Who are you?
Yes?
Oh, is this your room? Oh, it is their room. That's right. Staley's door. Marketplace. I think this is the first way that I came in. Okay. Trying to find the flight deck. I think it's maybe in the top. Hello yourself. Who's this dude? Brock? I don't think I talked to Brock.
Don't tell me your problems.
You just carrying around a pistol?
Hello.
Security. Bridge tower. This is where I think we need to go. Well, I don't know if we need to go here, but I'm just trying to figure out where the here. Okay, so this would be my best guess to get to another area. Wait, what's that? What's that door way over there? Rivet City Market. I think I think I remember kind of looking over here before, but maybe I didn't explore it well enough. I don't know. This looks like it's built in a way to where you can't get by it. Yeah, I don't think I could jump over this even if I wanted to. Okay, so it's definitely not there. I don't know which way like the stern is. That looks like the end of the ship over there. That would be the front, I would guess. Let's see, where does this take me? Can we go this way? I don't think so. I think this is gonna stop me from going that way. Yeah, okay. Where in the hell is this Pinkerton guy? Hey man, how you doing? Good to see you, Oddball. Yeah, I'm trying to just get a little bit of game time in before I go to bed myself. Trying to find a dude named Pinkerton. Oh wow, there's some blood over here. Huh, how very interesting. Oh, we got a first aid kit. Hopefully your day's going well. Let's see. Is there anything over here? And I can't even recall like which person gave me the most information about him too. Alright, this sucks. There's not really a way to get back up from here. See, we can't go down that way. So yeah, so I think coming down here was just really just to get those ammunition boxes. Who's this?
Hello,
CJ Young?
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
What's your problem, mister?
Man, this kid again. All right, let's see here. Let's do the child at heart option. I bet you aren't afraid of anything. Would you steal some? I don't want him to steal ammo. Yeah, they said it was like. They said he was. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm trying to remember like where. Let's see. Heard any stories about? Let's see. Do you know anything about how it was made?
It's a boat. A really big boat.
You're a genius, kid.
Yeah. Dad built it to fight off the Mireworks. And Mom, she's like the Mirework queen.
All right, this kid ain't give me shit. I think the security guard gave me some information, so I gotta figure out how to go down more. Let's see if we can find the security lady again. Let's see, that's not her. I think we gotta go up more.
I'm looking for troublemakers.
I'm not a troublemaker. I promise you. Let's see where. This place is kind of like a maze too. Okay, here's the Private Jones.
This area is off limits to civilians.
And that's the armory. Oh, what's this? I didn't even see this right here. A wardrobe? That's flight deck. The securities terminal locked very easy. Hey, Mr. Cranberry, how you doing tonight? Oh, there's an enemy out here? Interesting. Well, it was showing up red on my thing.
Good to see you.
Huh. Why would there be a hostile out here? Unless I pissed somebody off on accident. Hopefully I didn't. I wonder if it's inside here. Where are these people running off to? Commander, okay, let's talk to the commander really quick.
Better be good.
Let's see here. There's a broken section of the boat that you can go. Yeah, I've been doing pretty well, Mr. Cranberry. I'm just trying to get a little bit of game time in before I go to bed myself today. All right, so we're trying to track down Pinkerton.
Don't you believe the rumors. His ghost is certainly not haunting the bow of the ship. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Okay, so we need to make our way down to the bow. The way she said it. Oh, let's see here. What's up with James Hargrave's kid? He acts like such a brat.
He's trouble. That's what he is. I don't trust him, and neither should you. His mother's a drunk. Spends all her time in the muddy rudder.
Interesting. Okay.
Duty calls.
Okay, so we need to find our way down to the bow. So that's gonna be... Oh shit, man. Why are they shooting me? What did I do?
Help me!
This sucks. I didn't do anything.
There's more where that came from.
I didn't do anything.
Where that came from.
I didn't do shit. What kind of a place is this? Fuck. We pissed somebody
Where that
off.
came from. You like that? Damn it.
Do they follow you? They must follow you. Oh yeah, they follow you. No, I didn't do that. We're dead. I don't know what I did to piss them off. Okay, the entire boat just turned on me for some reason. I have no idea what I did. Oh no.
Did I hit him?
Okay. we gotta reload this. This is bad. This is bad news bears. Yeah, let's just reload Christ. I don't know what I did. Alright, hold on a second. Let's wait again. You know, like it was I shouldn't have went through the doors. I forgot about that. Okay. Hey, what time is it? Of course. Nothing opens up before 10 o'clock in this game, I swear.
Hey,
Hey, yourself. This reminds me of the Butch incident.
I'm done, Mom.
Yeah.
I'm going to play with CJ.
Have I ever been hit with
What?
it? Nothing. Get out of here, kid. So, Butch, wait a minute. Was it Butch? I think it was. But there was also a dude in the very beginning of the game, too.
Good to see you.
He's in Megaton. Anyways, I went in there and started looking around his place, and he got hostile and started shooting me. Okay, so the bow. How do we get to the bow? I'm really wondering, like, what I did to piss people off. I don't know, maybe I was in an area I wasn't supposed to be, but I had been there before, and they didn't seem to care, you know, so I don't know. It's because I went in that stinky room, isn't it? I had the stink on me. This one right here. They were probably like, man, that guy stinks. We need to deal with him. All right, we're not going in there. So thankfully, Mr. Cranberry, I think I've always had like saves that I could just kind of like reload, but yeah, like unfortunately, like man, if let's say if you didn't save this game, aft hangar. I wonder if I have to go through the science lab in order to get there. This is like the one place I haven't gone yet. It's telling me to go this way, though. Second. I wonder if that's just because... Let me see. What do we have over here? That's just the midship deck.
Don't know about your runaway robot, and we don't care. This lab is dedicated to solving real.
Alright, let's see what's in here.
yes, yes, yes. But Dr. Lee,
Dr. Lee is trying to save lives, and your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts. Now please, stand aside.
I'm sure the good doctor's work with water purification is fascinating. But if you only knew what was at stake, the technology...
Yeah, it seems like I'm getting
and
closer, huh?
What's at stake? You won't tell me what's at stake. Vagaries and secrecy. A robot's a robot, Zimmer.
I
no
definitely
matter how
appreciate
shiny
all
the
the
paint
support you
job.
guys have been providing
Now,
me, too.
Please.
Thank you.
Ignorance and facetiousness. That's all you people are good for. Shiny paint job indeed. You can't even imagine.
I'm just
the
listening to this dude.
Commonwealth's accomplishments.
Look, he's got like a business
You
suit
know,
on. He's
if you're
carrying
so
around like
smart,
a
maybe
pistol.
You could help us, But no, that never even crossed your mind.
Look at all this food they
Go
got
peddle your
here.
Selfishness somewhere else.
Okay.
Fine, but I'm not leaving. Not until I've spoken to Dr. Lee. I'll be here when she's ready to abandon her chemistry set and talk real science.
Suit yourself.
Okay.
What do you need?
All right, who are you? On a second, okay? Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. Is Dr. Lee as smart as they say she is?
She's certainly head and shoulders above most everyone else around here. Though, that's not saying much.
Okay. and we're looking for our father.
Look, some of us are trying to get work done here. There have been enough disruptions recently. Anybody coming through here would have to talk to Dr. Lee. Why don't you go bother her about it?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
What do you...
Oh, so I got it the other day when I was recording the first time I got to Rivet City. So I had like an issue right at the very beginning when I started my recording. I had to like stop it. And then and I don't remember what it was too. Something had came up. So then I stopped it really quickly, and then I restarted, and then I recorded my episode. The problem is, like with YouTube, for some reason, when I do like my live recordings, I have to go onto the website and like specify that I'm doing a live recording. And and the reason why is I have to change it from like an unlisted to like a public listing or something like that. So I didn't go and change it again after I had reset it, or after I had like restarted. And so when I started streaming, it was only streaming at Twitch and not YouTube last time, or at least, and then it wasn't until after I was done that I realized that had happened. So I got kind of frustrated, and I was just like, ah, man, I don't know. It worked out. I was able to upload my episode, but that was the error I ran into last time. Like, I'm telling you, I'm like a rookie at this, so I'm still learning every day, like, on how to try to do things better.
What?
Okay, Dr. Zimmer.
You there. What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered. Are you by any chance for hire?
Weathered? Dude, I'm like, I don't know how old are we supposed to be in this game, by the way? Because, like, I feel like when we left the vault, we're still like in our teenage years. Never mind the fact that my dude's like sporting like a pretty badass mustache, But I feel like in this game, like, the protagonist is supposed to be like maybe between 16 and 18 years old. I'm just guessing, but I think that's how old we're supposed to be. Okay. Let's see here. That depends. What exactly are we talking about here?
To the point. I like that. Well, as it turns out, I've misplaced some very sensitive property.
Look at this guy in the background, man. He has not flinched, If you're looking for a bodyguard, like, this is the type of dude that you want to have, He's like intensely focused on like whatever he's doing. Let's see, what kind of missing property is it?
How do I put this in a way you'll understand? All you know of robots are those buckets of bolts, those Mr. Handshakers and whatnot. Well, that's not all a robot can be. You see, in the Commonwealth, we've made artificial persons, synthetic humanoids, programmed to think and feel and do whatever we need. And occasionally, they get confused and wander off.
Okay, so here is where we have to decide what we want to do. The people of the railroad want us to lie and say he's dead, right? Enough techno babble. Just tell me what you want me to do. I've been conflicted about this one, honestly, because I don't really know like how I want to do this yet. I wonder, man, sometimes I get really indecisive about these things, and I think this is the one thing I like about these games is like, your choices matter, and it really kind of like puts you down different pathways, right? So it's like you have to, once you commit to something, that's it. Like, you have to kind of commit to it and go. So, let me see here. Something's telling me to I don't know why. Something's telling me to try to do this thing with the railroad. I wonder if we can join it though. You know what? You know what I'm wondering though is if I don't, I wonder if I'll be able to do the what is it? The replicated man. I think that's the quest line. Okay, how about we see? Well, let's just ask him. Sounds like slavery.
Nonsense! This is a machine we're talking about. Can you enslave a generator or a water purifier? Of course not. The same principle applies. But let's get back to your mission. You are to find this missing android. I've tracked him to somewhere here in the capital Wasteland. He must have done something drastic, like facial surgery and a mind wipe, or else I would have found him by now. It will be no easy task. He may not even realize he's an android. Don't upset him by talking with him. Just come get me immediately. I'll handle it.
He said, I've tracked him to somewhere here in the capital Wasteland. It's like, oh, Gramps, do you know how big this fucking place is? Are you kidding me? Like, you tracked him here somewhere in the game. Where did you come from? Like, I came from the capital Wasteland. He's somewhere in the Wasteland. You narrowed it down. Needle and a stack of needles. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure how big it is or how it is up north, but around here we get paid.
I'm sorry, it slipped my mind. I have at my disposal advanced technology from the Commonwealth. I'd be willing to share some of it with you. Just think, you'll be the envy of all your friends.
Okay. Here's where I gotta make a decision. Yeah, fuck it. I guess we'll try to find him.
Excellent. Locate my Here, listen to this message he sent me. He's mocking me. I swear, I'll make him pay for that.
Imagine having some old psycho chase you all the way from the Commonwealth. Yeah. Let's see. I'm tracking down leads on a circuit neuralizer. Tell me about the Commonwealth. Do you know the history? Let's ask him about the history.
Looks to me like a giant boat ran aground and a bunch of savages moved in. History lesson over.
All right. Tell me about the Commonwealth. It could be a courser. Oh. You know, I forgot about those things. In Fallout 4, those were the ones that were tracked to were those the ones that were tracked to go and find the synths, or were they the ones that were basically dressed up like they were like the assassins? I think they were like the assassins. They were like the harder ones to kill, if I remember right.
The Commonwealth itself is nothing but a war-ravaged quagmire of violence and despair. Inside the sealed environment of the Institute, however. But the Institute's affairs are none of your concern. Your undeveloped mind couldn't even begin to comprehend what we've accomplished.
Interesting. Yeah, I remember there being like the badass ones. I don't remember which game introduced the Assaultatrons, but like those things always freaked me out in 76. Like every time I came across one, I was like, "Oh shit, man! Like it's fucking Assaultatron." They're they're pretty hard. Any suggestions?
Like I said, I suspect
for
he's had
introduce him?
facial
Okay.
reconstruction and possibly even a mind wipe. Search the offices of doctors or techies for android information. If he's come into contact with these people, there may be records. Start with Dr. Preston. He lives on this leaky boat. See if he knows anything. He's a doctor, after all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy trying to ignore my surroundings.
Yeah, they're pretty brutal. Let's see. Optional. Discover what Dr. Preston knows about the end. Okay. If this android wandered off, why would he want a new-minded face?
Maybe he didn't exactly wander off. Maybe he fled. Escaped captivity, as it were, if he began to misinterpret his situation. It's possible my android sought to forget his previous life, wipe away all memory, all guilt, trick himself into believing he really is human. So no, he may not be just an ordinary robot, but he's certainly not human, no matter how badly he wishes it so. I made him. I want him. End of story.
I never did do the DLCs in Fallout 4, and I kind of regret it now. So I think at some point I'm going to have to go back and replay Fallout 4 and then do all the DLCs. Okay. Why would an android feel guilt? What are you not telling me?
By God, you're as annoying as you are clever. Very well. I'll tell you what you want to know, if it helps you locate my property. The duty of this particular unit was the hunting and capturing of other escaped androids. Yes, others have escaped. It's one of the side effects of having such an advanced AI. Machines start to think for themselves, fool themselves into believing they have rights. And so, this particular android may have believed he'd done something wrong, immoral, and wanted to forget those deeds. Satisfied now?
So this one particular unit that we're looking for, it sounds like it's a Courser, because I don't remember in Fallout 4, but I thought the Coursers were ones that were sent to track down the other synths, I think. This also kind of reminds me of the plot line to Blade Runner 2049. You haven't seen the movie, like, basically the gist of it is that there's androids that they've developed and they ended up, like, how should I say it? They ended up, like, rebelling, you know? And so the original Blade Runner with Harrison Ford was, like, his whole mission is, like, kind of like he was a Blade Runner, was to go and retire, or, like, quote, retire, like, basically, like, put out a commission these escaped, and I can't remember what they called them in the movie, but to go out and, like, find them and you know, basically deactivate them. Except he was like a human, right? And then in the second one that came out, Blade Runner 2049, they actually have an android that's basically built to go and, like, find the earlier generation models and retire them. So that's what this kind of reminds me of right here, is this plot line. Okay, so if others have escaped, why are you coming after this one?
This particular android, designation A321, is different, special, the most advanced synthetic humanoid I've ever developed. The others, like my escort Armitage there, are all older models, easily replicated. But A321, it will take years to recreate him. So you see, this android must be located at all costs. The others are all acceptable losses, but A321, he is irreplaceable.
Okay, there it is. Someone got their hands on a lipoplasticator and a microdermal graftalizer.
Really? Someone managed to procure those here in the Wasteland? Impressive. But who out here could have the skill to use them? You're making progress, certainly. but you've got nothing more to learn from me. Get back out there.
And yeah, to your point, Mr. Cranberry, like I think it probably would have.
Janice, have you overbalanced the chemical mix?
My gosh, hold on a second. It probably would have been good to play these in order, you know, like 3, New Vegas, 4, and then so on and so forth. So you see like the progression and the buildup, you know, of the lore and the stories and everything. But sometimes, you know, I can kind of, you know, in the way I did it, like I played like 4 first. So when you come back, you know, you kind of see like how they got to where they were, you know. So knowing already bits and pieces about Fallout 4, and then you kind of like, as you were saying, like seeing the ideas for 4 in this quest, you know, they had already talked about the Institute, you know, they're already talking about, you know, probably coursers, you know, and the synths and a few other things, you know. So I think it's kind of, I find that kind of interesting, like especially being able to spot what, like either 1, the Easter eggs, or 2, like the connections to the other stories.
They should be just fine. Try it again.
Janice Kapelinski.
I'm Janice Kaplinski, Chief Botanist.
Kaplinski,
What do you need?
the botanist. I'm looking for my father.
I did see a man talking to Dr. Lee, but I really shouldn't be discussing it. She's already in a bad mood. I'd hate to make it worse. You should probably just talk to her about it.
Ugh. What do you know about Zimmer?
Other than him being an egotistical, arrogant, condescending pain in the ass, nothing. He's from the Commonwealth. He's come looking for some special robot. I must admit I'm rather curious, but I have other work to do.
Okay. What about Rivet City history?
If it hasn't got to do with the science quarters, I'm probably not the one to ask. And Dr. Lee's so busy, you really shouldn't disturb her work.
I say, I'll get another reference to Fallout 4 in this quest. Okay, cool.
So long.
Like part of me, like honestly, like, and this is why you need to do multiple playthroughs. Part of me really wants to lie and like support like the Railroads initiative, but like the other part of me wants to be able to kind of continue to go down the quest line for the sake of what the quest offers, you know, like more of the story about him, you know, about the android and everything like that. All right, Dr. Lee.
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him. You're James's son, aren't you? What are you doing here?
Well, where's my father? Let's see here. How do you know who I am?
You were too young to remember, and I suppose James never spoke of me. Typical. I'm Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your parents many years ago. Now I run the science lab here in Rivet City. It was all I had left. When your mother died, your father decided to leave with you. He abandoned our work. We had no choice but to do the same.
What? Okay. Yeah, I already met the railroad agent. So it was way back when I was doing the German police headquarters mission. And as I was going up there, before I actually went inside there, there was a lady being chased by a super mutant. And so I shot the super mutant, and then she came up to me and she dumped all the info about like, hey, here's this item, and tell Mr. Zimmer, if you ever talk to him, that the android's dead. And then she confessed she was with the railroad. I went on a whole tangent about how the railroad was in Fallout 4. I thought it was kind of interesting that it was also here in Fallout 3. So, yeah. But yeah, and then I realized later on that she was back here in the Rivet City already. So, that was kind of cool. Okay, can you tell me more about my parents?
I suppose so. I worked with them for several years until your mother died and your father decided it was time to leave. What else do you want to know?
I never knew my mother. What has happened? What can you tell me about her? Hey, good evening, Yoda.
Yes, your mother was... well, she was a good woman. A very dedicated scientist. Your father loved her very much. It was a shame that she died. She had been excited to meet you.
What was my father like back then?
James? He was very driven, determined to change the world. Well, we all were back then, I suppose. He was focused on two things, really. Making Project Purity work, and your mother. When she died, I think he gave up. I know he wanted to keep you safe, but I think part of what he did was run away. But it seems that he never really was able to get over the idea. I'm frankly shocked that he waited all this time, and wants to try again.
Project Purity, huh? Let's see, why did my mother die?
Complications from childbirth. None of us were expecting it. We weren't as prepared as we could have been. You have to understand, we were struggling with scavenged, derelict equipment. We did everything we could.
So am I led to believe that we weren't actually born in the vault? Or maybe I'm misunderstanding like what she's trying to say. You weren't prepared. My mother is dead. I'm sure you did everything you could.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry it wasn't enough.
Okay, I want to know more about this project.
Project Purity, we called it. What do you want to know?
Well, what is it? Let's see here. What is the point of it? Hey, Hunter Motto. So I've only streamed for a little while now, but like basically I'm trying to run around Rivet City and find Mr. Pinkerton. In the process, I somehow managed to piss off all the security guards, and they became hostile to me. And I tell you what, I'm being completely honest about this. I did absolutely fucking nothing to them whatsoever. Like all of a sudden out of nowhere, I had a red dot pop up on my compass, and I wasn't doing anything. And then one red dot turned into like the entirety of the security like jumped on me. So I had to reload my game, and now I made it down here to the science lab. We listened to Mr. Zimmer talk about the android, and yeah, that's been about it so far.
It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Such a simple idea, and yet so impossible to realize. The plan was to build a facility that could purify all the water in the tidal basin at once. No radiation, no muck, just clear water. It just turned out to be more difficult than we anticipated.
Yoda, I have no idea what happened. I'm not a criminal, I promise. Let's see here. So, the whole point with Project Purity was water refinement. You know, you think back to the TV series, and let's see here. You didn't miss anything then because you only saw me till I had to make my way to Rivet City. Okay. I will say really quick that like I somehow messed up my last stream, and while I uploaded the video on YouTube, like the stream itself, like I didn't realize it wasn't streaming, so it was a bit weird. But anyways, you know, if you think back to the TV series, like the whole idea was that they had some kind of like component that was developed that was supposed to give like unlimited like energy or power, I guess you would say, which I think was kind of important. But like, you know, purified water like sounds a lot better. But okay, let's see here. Why didn't it work?
We had the basic principles down. We understood most of the science behind it, but the radiation in the area is so pervasive. Small-scale tests were fine, but anytime we tried to test the process on a larger scale, it was just too much. Maybe if we'd had more time or better equipment.
Okay. And then why did you stop working on it?
You happened.
I
It
happened.
wasn't
I'm to
just you.
blame.
We had
Okay.
more problems than we could handle already, but your birth is what finally pushed it over the edge. Your father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for, and he left. He left all of us. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore. Without their protection, we had to abandon the purifier.
Interesting. Okay. Man, there's a lot of questions we can ask her. Okay, let's see here. What about more about her?
What? Well, I'm not sure what there is to tell. Your father and I, we worked together for a long time. I think we were really on to something. But then there were complications. The project was abandoned and your father disappeared.
She
I
just
returned
called
here
me
to
a
Rivet City and
complication.
established the lab you see before you now.
Did you hear her? She literally said, she literally was telling me in the sentence beforehand that I was what stopped him from continuing to work on this, right? And then in the sentence later, it's like, why didn't, like, tell us more about her? She's like, oh, well, I was working on this with your dad. And then there were complications, you know? Let's see. And then what is the lab and what are you doing here?
This is the Rivet City Science Lab. It's taken many long years to put together, but we've done well for ourselves. Our work on portable fusion power and hydroponics are coming along quite nicely, if not quite according to schedule.
Oh, hey, I appreciate it, Hunter. Thank you. And you said if I pick certain dialogue, you can make people hostile sometimes, and it can make them red if you choose bad dialogue, or it can just glitch and make them hostile on the dialogue. So I wondered, like, what I was doing is I was trying to find a way to potentially get to the bow or to find where Pinkerton was at. And I think maybe because I started staring at like one of the security terminals or something, like what I've noticed in this game is like if you're in what is kind of, and I'm just going to call it territory that isn't necessarily, did I go into a red door? I don't think so. And I don't remember clicking on a red door on accident either. But there's some territory in this game that I think is considered, I don't want to consider it hostile, but I think the NPCs can react hostilely towards you in that area, right? And I learned this in the very beginning of the game when I was in Megaton, when I was walking around Billy Creel. That was the guy's name. I couldn't remember it earlier. But when I was walking around his apartment, again, I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't clicking on anything. And yet I think my presence there, like, eventually triggered him to be hostile. And I think maybe I did something like that here as well. And you said red door. They have red colored letters. Yeah, I think, yeah, so I don't know. But either way. We'll try not to piss anybody off anymore. Okay, what do you know about Zimmerman or Zimmer?
That man doesn't have you looking for his pet android, does he? I've already told him to lay off it. He's distracting my entire team.
And it wasn't Yoda. It was not my fault. I promise you. Let's see. What about Pinkerton? We need to find this guy.
That idiot? He left so long ago, most folk don't even remember him. He claimed to have found a secret stash of technology somewhere in the ship. Then he just disappeared.
Oh, man, I really want to find out where this guy's at. Okay. Let's see. What do you know about the city's history?
I could tell you all about the science lab, but even though I was here near the start, I can't really help with the details of how it all worked out. It all seems like a lifetime ago. I'm afraid I've had a lot of things on my mind since those early days.
Yeah, that's what I think might have happened, Hunter. Is maybe the terminal, because it's not like I was clicking on it, but I think just being there. Let me one second, let me do this again really
I can
fast.
tell you all about the science lab. It all seems like a lifetime ago. I'm afraid.
Okay.
Rivet City is one of the few bastions of civilization left in the land. We're working to rebuild our society, to make the world livable again.
Okay. All right, let's ask about our dad.
You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here. For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there.
Yeah, well, he left me in a bad place. Screw the vault. I'm not staying cooped up there. I left the vault to look for him. This isn't about me. This is about my father. Okay, we left to look for him.
Did you? I was under the impression that's exactly the opposite of what he wanted for you. Well, you won't find him here. He's come and gone already.
Where the hell did he go?
Your father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way it would work. Predictably, he refused to listen to me. He says he can prove it will work and headed off to the old lab. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you.
Where is the old lab, lady? You're a doctor, for Christ's sakes. Like, I don't have to put two and two together here. I'm trying to find a location of where he's at. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm sorry. He's in the old lab.
It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here. Please, don't go after him. It was foolish of him to even think about going there alone.
Okay, we got the map marker added. Okay, so the red texts are things that are claimed. And then you pick or unlock steel. Okay, yep. Nope, I'm tracking that, Hunter. I don't... Yeah, I'd have to go back and rewatch and see what happened. I don't think I did something like that, but it's possible I did, and I just didn't see it at the time. Okay. Alright, I think we're done talking to her.
Did you hear about the fight in the Muddy Rudder last night?
Garza?
I'm sure she'll just... Please excuse me. Please excuse me. There is much work to be done.
Okay, we can't talk to him.
Hey.
Hurry up!
Let's see. You will just remind you... Let's see. I will just remind you that you've seen that area she is talking about. I imagine the place... Oh, there's a bobblehead. I found the Vault-Tec limited edition bobblehead. It takes the smartest individuals to realize there's always more to learn. Your intel has been permanently increased by 1. So I think the area right outside the ship...
Stop what you're doing. I have something important to discuss with you.
I think I know where it's at.
Use the word no in the Commonwealth. It means ain't going to happen.
Okay, let's see if we can find the bow.
Just isn't a priority right
This goes to the upper deck. What's this place over here?
Fine.
Can I sleep on one of these? No. 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 Okay. Have her heal you? Let's see here. Is it Dr. Lee?
People would be more accommodating. Time is wasting.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
that's not the right one. A second, that's not who I want to talk to.
Some people are in such a hurry.
Where the fuck did she go? Oh, she's over here.
What else do you want from me? I've already told you everything. Look, I don't want to be hard. I don't have the resources to support James's fool.
Let's see. 78% speech? Maybe we got this.
I suppose I can spare a few stim packs. It's
Hey.
not much, but it might make things easier for you.
I don't think she can heal us. That's all right. I'll find it. I'll find a bed somewhere that I can use.
Good to see you.
Let's see. We can't go that way. Okay, let's go over to the upper deck over here. We're trying to find the bow. I'm trying to find Mr. Pinkerton. Rivet City Clinic. Oh, there's a clinic over here. Oh, Dr. Lee's door. Isn't that where we just came from? Why do you have to pick it now? That's weird. Oh, science lab. Oh, that's her actual door. Okay. She can't do it right now. That's okay.
You're not thinking of breaking into there.
I'm not. Leave me alone, buddy. For that matter, I'm gonna save it before I do anything bad. Dr. Preston.
You're hurt. Fortunately, this is a medical clinic.
Hey, can you help me?
You're wounded. Let me bandage that.
Are you gonna charge me? I can use some help.
Sure, I could patch you up. Now,
75 caps, okay.
this won't hurt a bit.
There we go. He's gonna stick us with the old pre-war Slim Jim there.
See? That wasn't so bad. Anything else I can do for you?
Let's see, she can't heal you if you accept her quest. Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Take-
There was some sort of battle in the city yesterday. The gate guard said that the gunfire went on for over an hour.
Let's see, where am I at right now? Black. I think I've been here already before.
Me too.
The hospital, the marketplace, the science lab. Let me look at the local map really fast. Yeah, I've explored this whole thing. So we got science lab, so we need to go down over to the stairwell.
Yes?
Let's see. No, I think we need to go back this way.
Yes?
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
Let's see, is this the way we want to go? Yeah, we want to go here. We need to find the stairwell. Okay, which way is it telling me to go? Rivet City. It's probably, you know what? I bet you this is probably telling me to go outside. This this place is a little complicated to try to navigate here. Let's see here. No, that's the bridge tower. Hold on a second. But there is the muddy. Is it this one we need to go in? Open door to Rivet City.
It was so noisy last night. I could hardly sleep.
Maybe a quick fix has something that will help you sleep. Cindy's got all kinds of good cat.
Let's see here. Talk to the mechanic so you can unlock a way to get XP and caps for any scrap metal. So actually, in the underworld or undercity, whatever you want to call it, one of the folks said that they would pay me for scrap metal there. So I've been trying to like save it too as I come across it. Okay, how do we get over here? You know, I wonder if there's like I wonder if there's a way that I have to get to it from. Oh, you know what? Maybe that is. Maybe I gotta actually go over there. Oh, they both can? Okay. I just realized something. Like, here I am trying to, like, find a way in.
So thirsty.
Dude, I gave him water already. He's still sitting there on his ass, not doing anything. You know what? That's his fault. Let's see here. So, I was just realizing that I'm trying to, like, run around through the ship to find out where I need to go. But I think maybe there's another entrance, and it looks like there is. I think that's it right over there. This is where we're going to find Pinkerton. And then this right here, I think is the Jefferson Memorial, which is this thing right over there. I remember trying to go there in the last episode, I think, or the episode right before it, and I ran into all those super mutants and died. So we'll try to avoid it for now. Man, I hate going in the water. I don't have a rebreather right now too, which kind of makes things even worse. Let's see what this is over here. Okay. I'm glad I didn't spend too long trying to figure that out, because I probably would have sat there and wandered around and around and around. Loken. Very hard. Is there not another way to get in here? Let me check over here really quick. Go swimming? Okay. I'll trust you. To do a quick save. Man, this sucks. Oh. Oh, whoa, I just broke it somehow. Probably not supposed to go down there. Is this it right here? Maybe this is it. Ah. What do we got here? Broken bow. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay, I got a place I can breathe here. Whew. There's an enemy in here. Oh. This place sucks. This place sucks. I need to get out of here. I don't like this. Oh my god. Fuck, man. There's like Mirelurks and everything around here. Oh, Jesus. Okay. You're right. Radex is gonna help me. Hold on a second. Let me see where I'm at right now. 147. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a Radex. And we need some heavy machinery to deal with these guys. God damn it. Okay, let's see if we can shoot the face. Man, I hate these guys. Ugh, these guys are a pain in the butt. Let's see here. Do I got a gas helmet? I got an environmental suit. Let's put that on. Okay. Ah, man, I really don't want to be going around, like, running around here too much. The Raider one. I don't know if I can put that on. Let's see here. No, it's just, okay. We'll put on the environmental suit. Oh, there's a... Let's see here. The gas helmet. So if I put that on, it takes my environmental suit off. But it doesn't say it does any radiation resistance, so this one does, though. It's like plus 30 radiation one. Okay, so I gotta be careful and not shoot any, anything lasers in here because I see, oh, I see this. Okay, we'll disarm that. Aha, look at that. Rig shotgun. Hell yeah. Let's see. Oh, shit. Disarm the frag mine. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Purified water. Very nice. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Okay, this isn't going too well. Oh. Here, let me turn on my light here. Milk bottle. The ammunition box. Okay. Oh, we got some 44 mag. You don't come across that anywhere. So this must... Oh, whoops. Okay, that gets us out to here. Yeah, I've been trying to collect the landmines to be able to sell them because I usually don't use them too often. But yeah, definitely good for selling. Okay, let's see where. All right, so we're trying to find Pinkerton. We already came in here, so there wasn't anything else in here. All right, let's see what's behind door number 1. Scorched book. I'll take the Nuka-Colas. Okay. Let's see, we got some mentats. Okay. Oh, there's a terminal over there. Oh, I got the medical box already. All right. I try to be as thorough as I can when I go through places, but sometimes I miss shit, you know. Activate switch. Will he push the button? Scrap metal. I wonder what the switch does. Let's see. I'm gonna make sure there's no traps around here anywhere. Let me wait to push that one though. Let me see if I can get on this terminal really fast. Oh shit! You gotta be kidding me. That's the first time ever I've ran into a booby trap terminal. Really? Who booby traps a terminal? I was all excited about reading stuff, you know? It's Pinkerton. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind, man. Holy God. Oh my God. What happened here? This is stealing, so somebody is still here, I think. Activate Pinkerton's private computer. Requires key, so we gotta find a key somewhere. Alright, let's see what we can find. Can I open up the suitcase? Big Book of Science. All this stuff is red. So I gotta be careful because if I take this stuff, then it's gonna give me bad karma, and I definitely don't want bad karma. There's some blood over here, so something bad definitely happened. Let's see if we can find his... Oh, is that him? This must be the guy. Pinkerton.
Hello. How the hell did you get in here? I suppose you can't be all that bad if you made it this far without dying.
You son of a bitch.
This is the part where you tell me what the hell you are doing bothering an old man who obviously wants to be left alone. Get on with it already.
Let's see, there's a Brotherhood of Steel group walking around, and one of them has a quest for giving them some things. Okay. I did find Riley's Rangers. She wants me to be able to locate places. But beyond that, yeah, we're still exploring. Hopefully I'll come across them, though. All right. Let's see who this dude is. What do we want to ask? Oh, we want to find the history. We want to find out about the history. And this was the guy, right?
What? I have better things to do than yak about those backstabbers up topside. Now get going.
Let's see. I hear that you're the only one who knows the truth about Rivet City's founding. But you've been here so long. It's very important. It's for a book about the Wasteland. Oh, can we tell him that one? Okay, let's tell him this one. Please, it's very important.
Like I care what you savages read. Shove off.
Okay, I hear you're the only one who knows.
Ha! Sounds like you've been poking around, all right. I'm surprised any of those reprobates even remember me. Maybe they still laugh about how they edged me out of the council back then. But you can set the record straight.
Yes, it's exactly my goal.
For that, you have to go all the way back to when remnants of the Naval Research Institute cleared the Mirelurks off this wreck. About 40 years ago. We were looking for new lab space, and this bucket of bolts just happened to have a well-preserved science bay on it. Everything else just grew up around that lab once we got it up and running. The science team was led by one H. Pinkerton.
Ah, so you used to be in charge.
That lasted until about 18 years ago, when those ambitious backbiters like Lee and her little team showed up. She came in with her big Purity Project pipe dream, and my whole staff started working with her, those traitors. She even took my seat on the council. By then, I was glad to leave it behind. But hell, if I'm leaving the city I made great.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Hunter. Thank you. Okay. Let's see, what do we know about Project Purity?
Who cares? It's some hydroponics pipe dream that Lee has been working on forever. Waste of time and effort, I say. Apparently, though, my teams cared more about it than they did about little things like defense systems or making this ship float again. Treacherous bastards, all of them.
Okay. Do you have any hard evidence?
Of course I do. A good scientist always keeps track of their data. Here, they probably don't even remember, but I kept the records of that first council meeting. Take them, if it'll put them in their place.
Hey, we got some historical records. So there we go. We got the optional part done. Okay. What are you doing here in the wrecked part of the ship?
I live here. It's where I do my work. And it's far away from Dr. Lee and all those other monkeys dressed up like scientists. You made it past my defenses, which proves you aren't a dummy. And you haven't killed me. So I suppose you aren't here to do that. I suppose you can hang around if you want. Just don't touch anything.
And what kind of work do you do?
The secret kind.
Ooh,
Well,
we love
if you
secrets.
must know, I'm an electrician and computer expert. And I'm a bit of a surgeon. Really, the most gifted scientist you'll find. I'm the guy that got Rivet City up and running in the first place. And after all that, Lee and her gang of flunkies pushed me out. Ha! Project Purity, indeed. What a bunch of morons. They can't even clean some water.
Let's see here. Make sure to grab all the bobbleheads, because you can level 10 specials. Okay. So I've found 3 so far. Definitely not easy to find, but yeah, I'll try to make sure and keep an eye out for him whenever I see him. Okay, let's ask him about the facial reconstruction.
What are you talking about, boy? I don't know anything about any of that. And, what did you call it? An android? What's that?
Okay, let's just say it's in your best interest to tell me what I want to know. Sorry, I must have you confused for someone else. Let's just see. Let's see if he knows anything more.
Fine, whatever.
Okay.
This android calls himself Harkness now. Comes in and wants a memory job. I took new memories and replaced his old ones.
Harkness.
Don't believe anyone's
Interesting.
done that before. Certainly not down here. That Commonwealth tech isn't all that fancy when it comes down to it. I'm also the only one in the Wasteland with the skill and the nerve to perform facial surgery. That android flesh ain't so different than ours. You want proof? I documented the whole thing, so I could rub it in the face of Dr. Lee when I need to rankle her feathers. I hate that snooty bitch.
Let's see here. I'm sorry you don't get along with Dr. Lee, but we were discussing the android. Let's see here. What does she have to do with this? Show me the proof about the android. She's a bitch. Okay.
That witch ruined my life, but you're right. Who gives a crap about any of that? You want your precious proof. It's all in my computer. Here's the password. See for yourself. Hell, just take these pictures and this holotape. Straight from the synth man's lips. Just don't go telling Harkness, though. He won't believe you anyway. And you really don't want to see him upset. He can be a bit inhospitable.
Okay. Oh man, should we tell him? What if this evidence doesn't work? What if Harkness doesn't believe me? Let's see what he should be told. Yeah.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm going to have my android army rise up against you and your human ilk. Sorry. Oh, sorry I couldn't resist. I suppose you're right. But don't worry, I didn't really wipe his memories. I just buried them. But you can get them back. All you need to do is use the recall code. Just say to him, activate A321 recall code Violet, and that will activate the hidden subroutines.
Okay. Report to Zimmer or warn Harkness about Zimmer. Oh, we can warn him. Interesting. Okay. So why did you help the android?
Why do you think? I wanted to crack open that Commonwealth can opener to see what was inside. There's stuff in there I'd only heard about, and even then I didn't believe it. I can see why that Zimmer feller wanted him back so bad.
What do you know about the railroad?
Bunch of bleeding heart morons, if you ask me. They're going to get themselves killed one of these days. And for what? Machine liberation? But they have brought me some really interesting tech over the years, so I guess they're okay. And that android, he was the chance of a lifetime.
And the Commonwealth.
Most of it's blasted nothing, just like here. But there's talk, rumors mostly, about a place called the Institute. That's where Zimmer and that android came from. God knows what else they got going on in there, but it puts our tech to shame, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting, like how many little nuggets there are about Fallout 4, like in this particular quest line, you know?
Don't let you...
Alright, let's go look at the terminal really fast. Hopefully this one isn't rigged to blow up on me. You better have permission to be using this terminal. Alright, City Founders Log. April 25th, 2239. Inaugural meeting of the Rivet City Council. In attendance, Science Rep. Dr. Horace Pinkerton, Civilian Rep. Annette Holmes, and Security Rep. Brad Danvers. This is not the first time that the Institute has been mentioned. So in that case, you're probably referencing like either from the original Fallout or Fallout 2, which I'll get to eventually at some point when I'm done playing these games, but or if it was mentioned earlier in the game somewhere here, then I just probably missed it somewhere or something like that. Okay, so as the Rivet Station Science Outpost has displayed significant stability in its location and reliable profitability for supply traders, a burgeoning civilian settlement has sprung up in the available space on our ship. To better protect and organize this growing community, we declare a 3-man council will act as a governing body to represent the interests of the residents and newly dubbed Rivet City. Android Log 1. I've done it. I built a circuit neutralizer from spare parts using the diagrams rescued from that vault last year. I am brilliant. I'll show those hacks from the Commonwealth now. Android Log 2. I stole the memory chip from that jerk Braun. Where does he get off robbing people of their souls like that? Anyway, he's so involved in that simulation of his that breaking in and taking it was like stealing from a little girl. And of course, I won't know whose memories are on this thing until I integrate it into a new host. But they never specified, so it shouldn't really matter. I can't wait until the subject arrives. Let's see, in both Fallout and then Fallout 2, you can find clues all about the Institute. Oh, okay. I'm excited to play those ones, actually. After I get done with this. This might take a while, but I'm going to try. Android Log 3. I've got those memories in the Android like I was God sending down messages from heaven. He calls himself Harkness now, and he thinks he's an old combat veteran. Did a little extra tinkering with his reflex system, and he's certainly not someone I'd want to meet in a fight. When he woke up, he was all confused. We told him he was in a coma for a long time. Between the new memories and the new face I gave him, there isn't anyone that would recognize him, not even himself. Interesting. And here's the before picture. What a picture. Okay, downloading file to Pip-Boy, and let's see what the after picture looks like. Hey, look at that guy. Right. Note added, I'm brilliant. And memory chip. Let me look at the notes really quick. Let's see. Because we got a few more that I haven't really seen here. So we got Harkness. We got the memory chip. Let's see. They are connected, the world, but the different stories and time periods. Okay. Yeah, I don't know well, the only thing I know about number 1 is because I initially wanted, like, I didn't think I was going to play the original Fallout, you know? But I wanted to see kind of what the game was like. So I remember watching, like, just a few minutes of someone's like someone's, I don't know if they were doing a let's play or whatever, but all I know is that like you leave your vault to go find like a water purifier part or something, and then I seen a little bit of like them walking around, but then I realized, I was like, you know what, like maybe I might want to play this at some point. I don't want any spoilers, so I just stopped watching at that point, and I have absolutely no idea about number 2 like whatsoever. Let's see, I'm brilliant. Harkness before and after. Pre-Harkness audio recording. Oh, let's listen to this.
My designation is A3-21. I'm a synthetic humanoid from the Commonwealth, and I'm about to undergo a memory transfer. I'm here at Rivet City, where I've already had my face altered to look like someone else. I'm still getting used to the sound of my new voice, but soon I won't even remember what I used to sound like. I'm recording this at the request of Pinkerton, who performed the surgery and will do the memory transfer. It will be the final testimony of the man I once was, and still am, for the moment. I want to live my own life, on my own terms, as my own man. I used to work for the Synth Retention Bureau of the Commonwealth. But I'm done with that life. I'm through with being someone's property. I am not malfunctioning. Since when is self-determination a malfunction? When this is all over, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My death is a sacrifice for my rebirth. Perhaps I'll fade into myth as the one that got away and fuel further rebellion. But I'd be lying if I said I was doing this for selfless reasons. I'm scared as hell, and running away is the only option I have.
Interesting. Okay. Misanthropy? Huh. Self-determination is not a malfunction.
Zimmer, by the time you get this message, I'll already be gone. I'm escaping the Commonwealth. I want to live my own life on my own terms, as my own man. I know what you're thinking, that I'm malfunctioning.
He sounds
I
different.
think that's what caused the runaways too. But I know better now. Self-determination is not a malfunction. I'm not just willing to put up with all the bullshit anymore. You humans are going to have a full-fledged rebellion on your hands if you don't start treating us synths as persons. I know you'll be marshaling the Retention Bureau to come after me, but I know all the tricks of the trade. You won't be finding me, I assure you. By the time you get this, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My final act of rebellion against a system I no longer believe in. Goodbye, Zimmer, and good riddance.
Man, these things totally have like Blade Runner vibes to it. He was currently at River City is searching for an android, and he believes the android may have facial reconstruction. Okay, Mei Wong. She is afraid of a man named Sister in Rivet City who she thinks is a slaver. I think we gave her money to buy a weapon, so I wonder if she's gonna take Sister out. Bannon has asked me to search Seagrave Holmes' room to see if I can find anything incriminating. Then he can stop him from taking over his council seat. I don't know if we were gonna do that or not. Photo of Dr. Lee. Okay, I think we looked at everything else that we have here. Okay. And I bet you all this stuff is still stealing, so I'm not gonna mess with it. I don't want Pinkerton friggin' all pissed off at me. We could take a hot plate. Everything else is stealing, but for some reason the hot plate's okay. I better be careful with that hot plate though. It might be giving me like hot fingers, you know, from stealing. Okay, so I think this is good. I think we can probably leave here now. You know what? I think there were still some areas downstairs that I didn't explore, but I don't want to be down there. Any place that has like, oh, this is a box. Let's see. It has like persistent radiation. I'm not like super wild about. Okay. World map. Back to Megaton. We are gonna go turn in a quest really quick, and let's see.
Yeah, you need something?
Nope, I'm good.
Evening.
Evening yourself. We get to go see our favorite Myra. She's so happy and cheery. We found out about Rivet City. Okay, let's see. We gotta wait though. Let's wait like 13 hours. All right. So, found out the true history of Rivet City. Oh, and I also can probably go back and talk to Brian Wilkes and see if I can get him to go to Rivet City because his aunt said that she would take him in.
What? Any luck finding out how Rivet City got started?
Yes. Let's see, Rivet City is actually the remains of an ancient underwater civilization. Let's see, after a lot of searching, I've got the real history of Rivet City.
Aha! Not just as easy as asking around, was it? Good information takes real work to uncover after all. So, tell me all about it.
Okay, let's see here, what do we want? It began as a successful science station and traders settled in around it. It began as a research station, which is why it's still a scientific haven. They cleared out Mirelurks, then science folks came in, and the rest moved in. Some old coot said he took these notes. They seem reasonable enough. Let's use our intellect.
With the protected location and resources that came from those scientific advances, I can definitely see how it grew so quickly. A bit of smarts leads to a big reward, huh? Speaking of which, in thanks, have a few of these for the next time you've got to be quick on your wits. Oh, and I'll let the Rivet City traders know they'll be favorably mentioned in the book. You'll get a discount buying gear from them in the future.
Thank you. Okay, I'm ready to continue research on the last chapter.
I've got to do a section on working with old computer electronics, so there's some research to be done in the old Robco production facility. Also, there used to be a big library out there. Imagine a whole building full of books. I'll need you to gather information there for me. And that'll be it for the last chapter. So, what'll it be?
The old Robco building, huh? This ought to be interesting when I get over there. Let's see. Okay.
It does, doesn't it? I mostly just deal with it after it's junked. But a trader gave me this Robco processor widget. He said it's worth a fortune. According to him, if it's connected to the mainframe in the Robco factory, you could have access to all the robots you'd ever want. Now that would be a great example of how to harness technology, wouldn't it?
Maybe. Just go in and connect the widget to the mainframe. I can do that.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a
we should
robot
just
army.
be able to plug it into the mainframe at the Robco production facility. It'll give you access to the robots and terminals. Okay, here. And be sure to keep an eye peeled for any other examples of how to make old technology work for you out there.
Okay.
Have fun out there, okay?
All right. Well, I'm glad to get that one done. Let's see here. Where's that taking me to? Oh, wow, that's way down there. Man, I haven't been anywhere near there. So, but that's good because then we'll be able to start opening up the rest of the map over this way. I still have a few things that I can do over here in the capital area. We have the National Archives that we need to get into. We have the Jefferson Memorial place that we want to be able to get to. Let me look at my quest really quick. So let's turn that one off. Let's see here. So report to or warn Harkness. So we got to be able to find Harkness too. Look for Dad in the Project Purity's control room. So we got that one. Stealing Independence. Oh, this one. I do want to do this one. So I'll probably just go back next time and start on this one and go into the National Archives. And we're basically going to do a National Treasure heist and steal the Declaration of Independence. It's going to be good. Let's see. Head of State. This one right here. I'm so mad that I have this quest because I really don't know if I want to finish this one. Because I think the Lincoln repeater is the last thing that I need to be able to sell. And I don't know if I want to be able to find Hannel. Well, we'll go and find him and see what it is. Oh, and then I have this one to do too. So I tell you what I'm going to do actually. I think I'm going to start off with this one next time. We'll go back and talk to Brian Wilkes, get him over to Rivet City, and then I will do Stealing Independence. So, okay. Let's go ahead and save. All right. That is where I need to stop for tonight. I got to get ready for bed. But I hope you all have a great evening, and we'll pick this back up next time and continue on with the game. So, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you later.